Okay, in this video we're going to talk a little bit about some of the dash icons. We're in a 40 passenger temsa, and you're going to see some things here that are pretty typical. First off, this yellow light that's up here at the top, that light comes on anytime that there's any error down here on the dash. It could be an ABS light, could be ASR light. Pretty much this, if there's some kind of error, it's going to show this yellow light. Okay, this one you can see what the error is here. It's got a yellow check engine light. Now on these newer buses, they've got two different check engine lights. They've got a yellow one, and this is temsa's. They've got this yellow check engine light that doesn't have an exclamation point in the middle of it. What that typically means is that there's some kind of test that the computers on the engine did, and it didn't pass the test. It's not actually a hard diagnostic problem. It's just saying that it didn't pass the test and it's not passing smog requirements right now. Also with the temsas, when you get this yellow light, you're also going to get this flashing envelope, and that's telling you to basically both of those are saying to look at the dash. So to get into this, see what this envelope actually is telling you, you hit the second button from the left and see, you can see that there's an exclamation point next to the engine. If it was on say the transmission or the HVAC, which is the air conditioning system, you can hit these buttons below where you got down, up, select. So the second button is down, so we can scroll down to look at, say we had an ABS light that showed that exclamation on it. Then you'd hit the select button to look at it. Since there's no codes in there, it's not going to bring anything up. So I'm going to go back up to the engine, and I'm going to hit the select button, and it gives me a DTC code number 421. This is telling us what the engine code is that's causing the yellow check engine light at this point. You know, there may be times when we ask you to get into the dash and look for what the codes are, and then let us know what they are, and then we can let you know whether it's a serious issue or not. To get out of that screen, you hit the button below the exit, and then we'll hit exit again. And then I'll hit the far left button to go back to the normal dash. Anytime that you have a yellow light, you'll get that screen that we just had that said check diagnostics, which is what we just did. So you have three different things that'll tell you that you've got something going on in the dash: the yellow light up here, the flashing yellow envelope, and then also check diagnostics. They all basically mean the same thing. It's just telling you to look at the dash and that there is some kind of issue. A lot of times these issues are not deal breakers, but typically on this yellow check engine light like this, we don't get too concerned about it until you get back to the shop. It usually means that you can get back to the shop and we can check it out once you're back home. This little emblem here with the squiggly lines behind it, we get a lot of confusion over this. This is a traction control light, stability control. And on these temsas, you'll see this when the bus is idling, and typically when you get up to road speed, that light goes out. It's not a problem. It's just telling you that that system is turned on. If I go over to you see the ASR light flashing now, which is speed reduction. If you're coming up on a corner too fast, the computers will automatically try to slow the bus down. But when you turn off the ASR over on the dash, I'll show you that button. When you turn that off, then you start getting the ASR flashing. And this is the same way on the band hools. If you see ASR flashing, that means you've got this switch over here turned off, so you disabled it. The only time that you'd want to do that is if you were stuck in the snow and trying to rock a bus out of being stuck, and typically that's something we don't want you to do anyway. So always leave that on. See, now that I've switched the the switch back on, the light is gone. We're going to continue with other vehicles on this video and put them all together for you. So that's it for this bus.